What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel or even a subscriber, I highly suggest actually turning on my notifications so you're able to watch my no money spent and market videos as early as possible, thus giving you more time to take advantage of what we actually talk about in my videos, because I know I tend to upload a little too late as I am on the West Coast. Let's not waste any time though. Today we have Market Monday, where we're going to go over the day-by-day plan to find out what we're doing in the next upcoming week in terms of investments and how to maximize our profits with as little time spent. However, we aren't going to look at next week's or this week's investments just yet. We're going to actually go into last week and see how well we fared in terms of the trading market, our investments, and everything. Looking back at last week's trading market, it was a pretty typical week, at least during the middle of the week, and then towards the end it got a little crazy. So going into, you see the trends. Of course, on Monday we have nothing. Trading has been rising since the last Saturday and Sunday, and then it is going to drop every single week on Tuesday. Now the drop basically depends on how good the team of the week set is. Last week was Josh Allen, the best one we've gone, so the drop was a pretty dramatic decrease of 3 coins for trading, as well as it makes the 80 or 87 team of the week investments last week just have more stability in terms of their rise, and there's no risk of them like dropping from what you buy on Tuesday, but it makes the stability just a little bit, like, you feel more comfortable about your investment when the set legend or set hero is really good. Now Wednesday we got the heavyweight release 2. Now wildcard Wednesdays, it doesn't really matter what releases happen. Heavyweights and veterans are the two worst, that doesn't really matter. Basically what I'm trying to say, it does not matter. The trading is always going to spike up because you need trading to open these packs, so you are always going to want to invest. Tuesday we buy 87 in the weeks. You see the increase from 29 to 32. Then on Thursday, of course, it's going to drop down to 28. This doesn't really have anything to do with anything more than just people were kind of stopped opening the training reroll, so there's no need for trading that as much as there was Wednesday. Friday we got the Gridiron Guardians release, which made the market basically panic and crash because it was more of a surprise content drop. And then Saturday we got some mid-tier legends. The training basically stayed at 24 for both days, then spiking up to 25.5 or 26 on Sunday, just because packs are not being open as much as Friday and Saturday. In terms of trading investments, of course, we always buy trading investments on Tuesday, being 87 in the weeks, 89 rerolls, and then we quick sell them to open or not open the heavyweight rerolls of last week. But in terms of a training increase, you always see an increase on Tuesday to Wednesday, and then of course we always buy on Friday if it's content day, and Saturday if it's legends, because we know the market typically rises on Sunday and Monday. So basically the buy windows will be Tuesday to sell Wednesday, and Friday and Saturday to sell Sunday and Monday. Now looking at last week's specific card investments, we invested 87 team of the weeks at we were targeting under 50k. That's what I thought when Josh Allen was announced, but now looking back at it, we picked up 14 investments. I didn't have as many coins at the time as I do now. Picked up 14 87s for under 44k or lower, but we're gonna say 44k, just makes it easy, under 44,000. And then we ended up selling them by doing the Josh Allen set on Thursday. We got the value of them at 63k, of course minus tax is like 57.5, so we made about 12 to 13k per card. Now I'm going to put some numbers on the screen which shows you like basically the your return investment, how much you actually make. Now of course it all depends how much you actually put in. The more coins you could put in, the more you're going to make. It's that simple. It's always been like that. So we saw a 28.7% return profit. Basically what does that mean? So we invested 616k, we got back 793, so 28% increase. So that, to make things like simple in terms of numbers, if you invested at 87 team weeks at 44k and you put in 100,000 and you sold on Thursday, you would have made 28,700. If you invest $1 million, you would have made 280,000, and you invested 10 million, you would have made 2.8 million. You basically got back 28% of whatever you put in. So of course, if you have many coins you had, you could put as much as you want. I'm going to put in a couple mil probably in this week if the team of the week hero is good. But let's move on into a day-to-day plan for this week's content. Hopping into Monday, a typically slow day in terms of my binder, my market activity. You are going to be wanting to sell off any Friday, Saturday, or Sunday investments you made over the weekend. That means if you invested in trading on Friday and you pulled heavyweights throughout the weekend, if you bought legends on Saturday and are trying to sell Sunday and Monday, just sell off everything you have. You want to be fully liquid going into Tuesday because the cards will not be staying at their price on Tuesday. You see, I have a couple of heavyweights to sell, a couple of legends. I do have a limited now. I'm not trying to sell my limited now. The longer he's out of packs, the more he'll go up. But in terms of, you see, team of the week cards, heavyweight, legends, you want to be fully liquid going into Tuesday, as there just is a general market crash. Every card will be dropping probably around at least 10% of a decrease. So you want to be fully liquid because you want to have as many coins as you can to invest in our 87 team of the weeks and our training investments on Tuesday. Moving on to Tuesday, we're actually going to go through the team of the week cards to start off. They just got announced on Twitter. Tom Brady limited, that grandpa, no one cares about him. But we do get a Trayvon Diggs 92 overall for the team of the week current day hero. And then for the limited, we are going to get, I believe, Cameron Hayward. Not the best limited, but man, Trayvon Diggs, really good corner. You're going to notice the set cards are now 92 overall and not 91. We'll go into what happens, the effect on that a little bit. But Cameron Hayward being the limited, the first offensive hero legend, it's gonna be Antonio Gates. Not the best in terms of he's just another tight. All the tight ends seem to be the same, but he does have 90 medium and 90 short route running, 75 run blocking, so not the worst tight end, 92 overall. And then we got another corner for the legendary team of the week card, being a Delta. I'm gonna get his name wrong a lot. I'm probably gonna say Delta O'Neal, a really good corner. He does hit the 90 zone threshold. Trayvon Diggs had 86 zone coverage, so he's not gonna hit that 90 zone threshold, which is, I think, important in terms of actually how the card plays. 90 plus zone for Delta O'Neal. They both have 91 speed. These cards are going to be up there with Jalen Ramsey as the top 3 corners in the game, and maybe Mike Haynes. Delta O'Neal gets Patriots, Bengals, and Broncos, of course, for the team Chems. Now, what's going to happen? What do we do off this? Now, I personally think that these cards are just as big as a W as the Josh Allen was last week in terms of how the hype of the cards are, because before Mike Edwards wasn't that super hype, and I can't really remember week 1 or 2, but these cards are up there with Josh Allen. Now, in terms of buying, what do we buy? We are going to be targeting 87. If they're 87s overall, 87 overall, they're probably going to be going for less than 40k. Now, if they're 88s, because it seems like every card might get a +1, so the 91s are now 92s in the set, we might see first time 88 team of the week cards now. 88s we're now going for 70,000. They're really not the best training. I can see the 88 team of the weeks going for under 55,000. Now, in terms of what I think the Trayvon Diggs and the sets are going to go for, Josh Allen right now is chilling at about 350. I think Diggs and the Delta card are going to be the 2 most expensive. I think they chill right at where Ramsey's. Ramsey's like a 330k card. I think these cards sell at around 325, maybe slightly over 300k. So we are going to, personally, I'm going to invest a lot into the 87 team of the week. I have a lot of confidence that they are going to go up, just basically because the team of the week guys are really good. If they weren't as good, I wouldn't be as confident. I wouldn't invest as much, but I am going to be investing the 87 or 88 team of the weeks. Going to buy tomorrow between 3 and 9 Pacific Standard Time PM. Now, another investment on Tuesday that we do is in terms of training for Wild Card Wednesday. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to want to pick up, you're going to have to go on MuchEG, find the best overall for discard tomorrow. Now, that might be 88 team of the weeks, might be 87 team of the weeks. Last week, it was Rising Stars, Heavyweights, Flashbacks. You're going to want to go through, get the best coins for training, because what we're going to do basically is we're going to buy same time frame as buying the 87 and 88 team of the weeks. We're going to invest in training, and we're just going to hold the cards until tomorrow. And when the training market goes up, we're going to quick sell those cards for training, and we're going to reroll the best training to coin conversion right now. That is heavyweights, and it will probably be heavyweights on Wednesday. That's in terms of what we invest in and how we turn the coins or training to coins. It's going to be through heavyweight rerolls on Wednesday afternoon. On Wednesday, there's going to be 2 objectives that we are going to be doing. The first is we are going to be selling off our training investments that we bought on Tuesday night. Now, how we're going to do this is, of course, like I said, we're going to re-roll the heavyweights and then sell them on the market. The best time to sell these would be probably between, it's the same type of window, but maybe a little earlier. I'd say 1 Pacific Standard Time PM to about 8 or 9. The market tends to die and the training tends to fall later on the night when people are done re-rolling the new Wildcard Wednesdays, which will be veterans. Now, there's going to be another investment opportunity. Now, you can do this on Wednesday or Tuesday, but I'm going to show an image that I found on Twitter. This was last Friday. Possibly part 2 of the Gridiron or Gridiron Guardians promo. You see Pat Lamar, Devontae Adams, Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb. Now, what we can do from this is if you knew about Jalen Ramsey, right? Jalen Ramsey on Thursday night was 120k, and then he became basically a set hero. And now, if you look at his core elite, he is upwards of 280,000 coins. And basically, you double what you put into the card. So what we're going to do off this is I'm going to give my predictions for maybe part 2. Now, The 4 heroes that came out last Friday were all 4 NFC, so we're thinking 4 AFC cards this week. My predictions, if you saw from the card art, they're not going to be all correct because Nick Chubb already has a card and Devontae Adams is NFC, but I think we get a Patrick Mahomes, maybe possibly a Tyreek Hill because he did not get a Team of the Week this week, but Patrick Mahomes or Tyreek Hill, and then Derrick Henry for the 2 offense. And the 2 defense, I think we guaranteed get a TJ Watt, and then the other card could be either Tyrann Mathieu, Chris Jones, or like Justin Simmons. They have to be above basically 86 overall because that's what Aaron Rodgers, the lowest core elite, was that came out in part 1. So this is basically a no risk investment. If you buy these cards on Tuesday or Wednesday for their lowered price, since the market is going to drop on Tuesday, if you buy them for their lowered price, try to get a 5 or 10k snipe, and we hold them to Thursday night and Friday. If they are in these sets, they will probably double in price. And if they aren't, you could just sell them back, and if you get them at a good price on Tuesday or Wednesday, you probably just get all your coins back. So if you have the coins, you have extra coins lying around, maybe buy a Derrick. I think the best ones would be a Derrick Henry to buy. Derrick Henry's really the best. Maybe a Derrick Henry, a Tyreek Hill, maybe Pat. I don't know. Now on to Thursday. Now this is a little bit of weird Thursday. Now first off, we're probably going to be selling off our 87 and 88 Team of the Week. You can wait until later in the week and play the risk game, but last week we sold off Thursday, and that was to be the best time to sell off the 87, 88 Team of the Week. So I personally am going to sell them probably off 87, 88s Thursday night, just before the Friday content drop. In terms of what you want to sell them for, now that's going to be up to you because we can't really, I don't know what you're going to be buying them for. I don't know what they're going to be selling for, but you probably want to make, if you buy them for under 40, you probably want to sell, of course, for over 50. And if they're 88s and you buy them for 55, you probably want to get, I'd say 768 plus K for each of the 87s. We want to make at least 20% back. We made 28% last week. I think 20% is a good number to target. However many coins you want to invest, the more you put in, the more you'll make. Now, another part of Thursday we're going to get into. Monthly, weekly rewards are dropping Thursday, probably midday. Now, there isn't really, I don't really know what to do with this information that much, but in terms of for buying training, because we are going to want to invest a little bit training into Friday in case they actually drop a reroll set. I don't want to invest a lot because I invested a lot last Thursday and I kind of got burned a little bit. So I'm going to invest a little bit of training. That how we're going to get this training, I think it's going to be the best way is to snipe the legends midday when the monthly weekly rewards drop, because the legend fantasy packs are the rewards. I think you get 4 for legend and then 3, 2, 1 for all the other tiers. So the legend market is going to crash Thursday. Now, weird market crash, a weird Thursday legend market crash. I'm just going to be buying them for training. Might be able to complete some sets and make some coins through that, but in terms of investments, I am going to invest a little bit into training on Thursday, as well as, of course, selling off the 87 and 88 Team of the Weeks. Moving on to Friday. Now, Friday's going to be a busy day. I think we're going to get our Gridiron Guardians, basically Friday content. Now, what we're going to do with this content in terms of, like, is it going to come out? Now, I don't know. We'll probably get a confirmation through Good Morning Madden or Twitter probably by Thursday morning. If content drops, the market again is going to drop significantly. Now, what we're going to be doing, no matter what, if there's a content drop or no content drop, we're probably going to be, now if there's no content drop, I don't know if we're going to invest in training, but if there's a content drop, we're assuming that there is going to be part 2 of Gridiron Guardians. We're going to be investing in training. Now, what are we buying on Friday? Now, we're going to be buying Rising Stars, Heavyweights, Flashbacks. Why are we buying these certain types of cards? Well, if there is no reroll in the store, people still will not have anything to reroll their training with except Wildcard Wednesday. So last week I was buying Rising Stars, Heavyweight, Flashbacks for the cheapest I've ever seen them on Friday for training. 89s were going for 75k. They aren't even at that right now, but that's what I was buying on Friday. Now, if there is a reroll in the store, training is going to spike, but you're probably only going to have a limited time to get training when it's still cheap. So you're probably going to have to buy training in the morning if there's a reroll, and you'll see it slowly start to rise. So we're still going to buy training if there is a reroll, but you probably won't be able to get as low of prices as you think you will. Now, Saturday is mainly the same thing as Friday, as we're going to get legends. Now, I don't know how low the legends are going to drop based off the Thursday weekend league drop. But Saturday we're gonna be investing in training. Now we still can technically buy Rising Stars, Heavyweights, Flashbacks, but on Saturday we're gonna be mainly focused on Legend sniping, because of course there's Legend packs, so Legends are gonna be the cheapest training option. So you're gonna invest in Legend sniping. Now if you want to maximize your profits on investing in training, watch, I think it's episode 53 of my No Money Spent, the Amazon warehouse method. We basically are going to be buying our Flashbacks on, what is it, Friday, our Legends on Saturday. Now instead of quick selling them right now, we're going to hold on to them in our binder, and if they happen to randomly, if the certain card happens to randomly spike in price, we just sell that for the instant profit. Ends up being like a 10 to 15k for an 89, 10 to 15k for a 90. Now if they don't go up, we're just going to quick sell them for training, and then we will sell off by doing the heavyweight rerolls, which I'm 95% sure is going to be the best reroll in terms of training to coins. We're going to be doing the heavyweight rerolls, and we sell off as we're back in the cycle. We sell off on Saturday night, really Sunday and Monday mainly. So for a recap of what we're doing, what we're buying, and these sell dates. Now you can take a screenshot of this so you know exactly your week, like our weekly agenda. So Monday today, we're selling off our past week investments. Tuesday, buying 87, 88 Team of the Week cards. Also buying training for cheap for Wednesday, for Wildcard Wednesday. We're selling those 88 Team of the Week cards Thursday. The training cards we're going to be selling, which is going to be the heavyweight rerolls, we'll be selling Wednesday night. So only a 1-day turnaround. That's basically a 1-day investment. The 87, 88 Team of the Week cards are a 2-day investment. Wednesday, of course, we're going to be selling off that training investment Wednesday night. And you also can do this on Tuesday or Wednesday, but buy some 88 core elites for the Gridiron Guardians Part 2. Some predictions: Pat, Derrick Henry are good ones. TJ Watt is a good one. They're probably going to be 4 AFC heroes. Those are the ones that went up the most in terms of the core elite. Ramsey went from 120 to 300. Who knows what I think Derrick Henry, if you can get Derrick Henry for like 85k on Tuesday or Wednesday, I think he's 150 plus if he gets a hero set. Thursday, we're going to invest a little, not a lot, a little into training, just for the, basically we want to get training, because if there's a reroll on Friday, training is not going to be cheaper than it was on Thursday. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So you do want to invest a little bit into that Thursday training in case there's a reroll, so we take a little bit advantage of that. But even if you invest in training and there's no reroll, the training market will only go down slightly. That's why we're investing a little, not a lot. Friday, if there is Gridiron Guardians Part 2 and there's no reroll, Rising Stars, Heavyweights, Flashbacks, or training, because people are going to be ripping their training. They'll be, oh, we saved up our training, what are we going to do? We're going to rip these packs and we're going to list them up for cheap, try to get our coins back. So we're going to take advantage, buy those cards for training. We're going to sell those. Well, we can't sell trading, but we're going to re-roll heavyweights and sell those cards Saturday to Monday, Monday being the cutoff date, and we redo the cycle every week. Saturday, same thing, but instead of buying heavyweights, flashbacks, which you still can, we're going to buy legends. Of course, legend packs, they're going to be the easiest to snipe for training. And same deal, we sell Sunday and Monday, Monday being the cutoff. Use the Amazon warehouse method in one of my No Money Spent videos. You can make some profit off of just buying these for low and selling for high, because they'll randomly spike them in price. If not, we quick sell and we reroll for training. And then Sunday, pretty much basically yesterday and Monday, Sunday, Monday, basically the same thing. We're selling off our weekend investments, our training investments, because we're going to redo this cycle the following week, and we need to see how many coins we made. The more coins we have, the more we have to invest. Of course, you could buy your team. Now, a suggestion for like your coin balance. I've gotten this, like, not question, but I know what you guys are thinking, like, oh, I need a lot of coins to do this. You don't need a lot of coins to do this. I just suggest, in terms of always having coins, I tell this to my friends, always have like 100 or 200k minimum going into a Friday content drop, because you need to have coins to make coins. If you have 0 coins going to Friday that you buy your team during the week, and there's a really good method over the weekend, you're out of luck. You basically can't do that. If you have the 100, 200k, right, and you take that 100, 200k over the weekend investment throughout the week, you can make 200k, and then take that 200k and upgrade your team. Always keep 100 to 200,000. If you're a high roller like me, I usually keep 500,000 going into a Friday or a weekend content drop. But that's going to be all for Market Monday. Follow the tips, follow the day-to-day agenda. I'm basically going to be doing this. You guys are going to be copying me. I mean, if we were as successful as we were last week, this week is going to be just as good. I don't want to spoil how much I made. That's going to be my No Money Spent video coming out later tonight. But that's all for Market Monday. Daily agenda, a day-to-day detailed instruction on what to do this week in terms of the market. Like, subscribe if you're new, comment, of course, if you have any questions. I will answer every single question you guys have. And until next time, peace.